What's going on, Bulls fans? The Chicago Bulls have made a move in signing Mac McClung and bringing him back to the Chicago Bulls. We're going to talk about it all and more, but you know what we got to do first?
This has been a presentation.
Wrong one. What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into this content for today. And the Chicago Bulls have brought Mac McClung back to Chicago, and we don't have the exact details of the deal released as of yet, but it's been reported by a number of outlets, specifically Mike Soto has reported it as well, that the Bulls are bringing back Mac McClung. And hey, shout out there. And hopefully it works out for Mac McClung and that he's able to come back to the Chicago Bulls. Now, I want to be clear here. In no way do I expect this to be something that's crazy laid out for the Bulls or anything like that. I think this is going to be a pretty straightforward deal when it's all said and done in regards to that. That's my personal opinion on it. Now, I could be very wrong on that one. I want to be clear here. But I think when you look at all of this, man, it just comes down to this simple thing, is that, Mac McClung is an exciting player, but he's one that, has his limitations with the Chicago Bulls and all that type of stuff. But, it's not going to be any type of crazy deal. I always like to limit the expectations for people when they talk about, a signing like Mac McClung. This isn't even Yuki Karamora. I want to be clear on that. It's not even that level of signing. This is just somebody who's going to come in. It is going to be exciting having him and Yuki on the Windy City Bulls, more than likely, and get to see what that looks like for this Chicago Bulls team. But, Mac is an exciting player, but, he's never really done much on the NBA level. I mean, just admittedly, he hasn't done a lot there. And I don't have any reason to think that that's going to change or anything at this point. I think that he's going to be a player that ends up playing at the G League level for the team. He'll be perfectly fine at that level. He'll be able to contribute at that level for the team. And that's pretty much going to be what it's going to be there. I don't expect it to be much more. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. But Mac is one of those players that Bulls fans really have an affinity for. And that's what happens with a lot of time, especially when the team being as disappointing as what it's been at times. We get caught up in these players that don't really offer us a lot when it's all said and done about it. But, Mac McClung is going to be a player that a lot of Bulls fans are going to want to see. They're going to be invested in what he can turn into. And that's really all this is about getting another extra piece that can turn into something for your roster. And you're going to try to develop them. You're going to try to see what that's going to be in the long term of things. And that's really it. Mac McClung is, an exciting player that has a special talent. And then the Windy City Bulls, the Windy City Bulls are going to be fun to watch this year. I have no doubts about that. They're going to be a very fun team. And, it'll be fun. It'll be fun and interesting to watch. Shay says, don't get me wrong. He's a great dunker. First of all, a great dunker is wild, Shay. That's a wild statement there, my boy. A wild donker is crazy. He said, I wish we still had Adama. Hey, listen, I do miss Adama Sanogo on this roster, too. I won't even lie to you. Quentin says, this is just a fun signing, but I don't see him making the NBA roster. Exactly. This is going to be for the G League. What this is like it always has been. They're going to sign him now. They're going to cut him. And then he's going to end up signing with the Windy City Bulls and get a little bit of extra money. That's really all this is about. Vladimir says this got to be a joke. No, it's not a joke. I mean, it's just not a major signing. Antoine says Windy City Bulls would be more exciting to watch this year, Haize. I mean, yeah. I mean, especially in the time Noah's down there, Lachlan Olbrich, Yuki Karamora, Mac McClung, right? Like, it's going to be a fun Windy City Bulls season to watch. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday. What's going on, Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights? Glad to have you in the building. JK says, I think we already got our fan favorite in Yuki. Well, can you have too much of him? No, because you know why? Jerry Reinsdorf is going to want to sell as many jerseys as possible. That's what that comes down to. Jerry Reinsdorf needs his coins. He needs his money. That's what this is about. That's all this is about. Like, Jerry Reinsdorf is going to get his money. The jersey sales of Yuki Karamura paired with Modest Buzelis, with Modest growing and his reputation growing around the league, on top of, if Noah Essengate does turn into something, like there's going to be quite a bit out there for Jerry Reinsdorf. Maybe he may even get a little funky with it and decide to pay the luxury tax one time. He may decide to do something crazy like that. We don't even know this Jerry Reinsdorf. Like, he's gonna do something crazy. No, he's not gonna do nothing crazy. Like, let's just be clear. It's Jerry. Jerry Reinsdorf. Jerry's gonna be Jerry, who's always gonna be Jerry. Like, it's really sad at this point because we all know exactly who Jerry Reinsdorf is, right? Like, I don't think Jerry is going to surprise anybody, but, he gets his money here. That's what this is about. Jerry's going to get his money and have fun with that, I guess, Jerry. Like, I don't know what to tell you on that, Jerry Reinsdorf, but have your fun with your money. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't think this is anything too crazy. I don't think it's anything that's going to drive anybody wild or you're going to get any type of crazy deal out of this. It just is what it is. Haize, which are you the most excited for? The game against Saints on Sunday or the game against the Detroit Pistons on Wednesday? I mean, both. I don't have put one of my teams over another. Like, I know that sounds like it's probably hard to do, especially with as much podcasting as I do, but I don't put one of my teams over the other. It's just never been something that I've done. I get equally excited about both the teams. That's why I'm able to cover both of them the way that I do, because I love both them motherfuckers. The Chicago Bulls and Mac McClung have signed a new deal to be with the Chicago Bulls roster, is what would say if there was a major deal, which there is not one. Exactly. It's not a major deal. Like, it is what it is. It's here to have fun. Y'all saw this new, what is this? What you saw? What new? What are you talking about? Oh, this news. I mean, he's going to be on the G League team for us. That's really all it is. They're going to sign him to a deal right now so they can waive him, and then he gets a little bit of extra money. That's all that really is, bro. It's not anything too crazy about it at all. So, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens there. But never a dull day, I guess, for the Chicago Bulls. Always find a way to do something on a day where things are supposed to be dying down. They find a way to do something. So, that is what it is. And I guess we'll just deal with it as we deal with it, man. But hey, I don't know what to tell you on that one. Chicago Bulls, do your thing, do your thug thizzle, and it just is what it is. I just really wanted to go live to hang out with y'all. Real talk. CHSN is going to do their own dunk contest on the app with just Bulls players. That is hilarious. Camille says, nice fit. Haize, appreciate you on that, Camille. You guys know I am. They call me Drip for a reason. Alex Larez, so this signing ultimately just sounds like a ploy to run up jersey sales and let him go when Jerry decides no, it's G League. Like I told you guys, what the Bulls seem to be doing is that they are legitimately trying to replicate what they want to do on the main roster with the G League team. And so much like we have Trey Jones and Josh Giddey, now you got Mac McClung and Yuki Karamura to run that system down there in the G. That's really all that is. I don't think it's a ploy just for jersey. I don't even think Mac McClung sells jersey like that. But I do think that Mac McClung is another option at that point guard role in G League that can help players develop. He can help Modest with winning the dunk contest. Listen, I was so disappointed in Modest Buzelis' performance in that dunk contest. I ain't even going to hold you. So we guaranteed the slam dunk contest? Not necessarily. G League going to be Dunkalicious entertainment. Oh, they going to be, listen, the Windy City Bulls this season are going to be doing nothing but running up and down the court and hamming on motherfuckers. Like, real talk, it's going to be a lot of dunks down there in the G League. A lot of dunks down there, man. By the way, you see the 6 rings. Put some respect on the 6 rings. But yeah, it's just going to be a bunch of dunks down there. Like, that's all that is. But all right, y'all, as you can tell, my voice. I'm not in any pain, y'all. I've seen a lot of people like get well, Haize. I'm not sick. I'm not in any pain. It's just from ramping back up to season mode. We've had 5 live calls in like 10 days, which are 3 hours each. Been doing pregame, postgame shows, my daily episodes. We got stuff over on the Bears too. So it's just me losing my voice, but I'm not in any pain. I'm not sick. I feel perfectly fine. My voice just sounds like Doc Rivers right now, and that's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. If Pat starts hitting dunks, we may be one of the best dunking teams in the NBA. Let's put a lot of hope out there to say the hope that Pat does something, man. A lot of hope. Mac McClung, that's crazy. That's hilarious. That is really funny. But I told you I was going to figure out a way to get these chats up on the screen, even though I'm using OBS. I'm in heaven now. I got everything that I need. So there you go on that one. But thank you guys for tuning in, man. If any other news drops, you guys know what that means. If news drops, I drop. It's a very simple process here. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for being the most amazing supportive group that we have on YouTube. You can follow us at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and a voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the #1 spot for everything basketball related and everything Chicago Bulls related. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See Red, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.